It's not one set price unless you're looking at it from a subscription-based model, which is it's really having what I call a value conversation where you're asking the client great questions and then you're pricing the client, not the service.
Coffee's for closers only.
So we've established my proposal is sound in principle. Now we're just haggling over price.
Let's see how much we're going for on eBay.
I mean, it's the same as Dunkin' Donuts. Costs 15 times the price.
Welcome to Impact Pricing, the podcast where we discuss pricing, value, and the not-so-hourly relationship between them. I'm Mark Stiving. Today our guest is Loren Fogelman. Here are 3 things you want to know about Loren before we start. First, she's a keynote speaker on value pricing. I'm guessing we have a lot in common. She recently put on the Ultimate Pricing Bootcamp, which we have to know more about. And I found her because I liked an article that she wrote on accountingweb.com that was titled, "The Problem with Answering, What's Your Hourly Rate?" Welcome, Loren.
Hey, Mark, I am so excited to be here. It is going to be juicy today.
Well, let's hope so. So how did you get into pricing?
I believe that the topic found me instead of me searching for it. As I went through school, my education prepared me for that thing that I do really well, which is helping other people really achieve what they want. However, it also trained me to work for somebody else, to be an employee instead of an entrepreneur. When I started to move in the direction of having my own business, I had to figure out 3 specific things: how to network, especially as an introvert, how to have sales conversations when I didn't like the sales part, how to price my services because I didn't want to trade dollars for hours. So I took a deep dive into those things, and I found that the pricing piece really spoke to me because I have a background in sports psychology, and it's a whole mindset shift. It's a paradigm shift as you move in that direction, and therefore the mindset as well as the strategy and the tactical pieces were just a sweet spot for me.
I have to tell you, I'm sitting here watching you on Zoom video, and you got this big smile. I have such a hard time believing that you are an introvert.
Well, right on the cusp, it's called an ambivert. I can be extroverted when I need to, but I love working in my home-based business in my yoga pants.
Nice. Well, I'm sitting here wearing jeans, so we're in good shape. So tell us about the Ultimate Pricing Bootcamp. As I was going through some of your content, I saw that. And who are you teaching to do what?
I work primarily with service-based professionals who charge by the hour, the session, or the project. If I niche down, my super niche is really accounting professionals. What I teach is how to be able to separate your fees from time, because that's not your highest value. In the pricing bootcamp, it goes into really 5 core components, which is how to identify your ideal client and your niche, looking at how to articulate your system. What is the process that you take your clients from when they first meet you to the very end that helps them get that benefit, result, or outcome? The 3rd step is how to bundle or package your services, which takes you away from a la carte selling one-off things into really, once again, an outcome in the steps. Looking at the mindset piece, because we all have stuff around money. Some of us have positive stuff, others have some heavy baggage, and really starting to unpack that. And then the final part is the pricing piece, how to be able to value price your service, understanding what that is, separating yourself from the billable hour because it's not fair to you or to your clients.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the 5th one in a second. I love the first 4, though. Those were really nice. I could see how if you had a room full of accountants and you had a lot of experience working with accountants, you could help them get through that process really well.
Absolutely, because as you may know with many accountants, they tend to be high achievers, overthinkers, a little bit risk adverse, And therefore they know what they want. However, it takes them a long time sometimes to start to make those changes or that moves. It's not that they don't want to, it's more that they want to reduce the risk and they just need someone else to help show them how to do it correctly.
I think that's awesome. As you were going through those, I was doing them for myself in my mind. And I was imagining how hard it would be for you to pull that out of me, because it would be really hard, I think. But having a lot of experience with a specific industry, I think it's so much easier once you have that.
It might be hard for you to pull it out of yourself. However, I do this all day, every day, not as hard as you think.
All right, okay, good. Good. So let's talk about the pricing piece. How do I decide what it's worth? And we know we're not trading hours for dollars. I'm with you.
Okay, when you say it, what do you mean by it so that we're both on the same page?
Oh, whatever an accountant is going to sell. I assume the answer is a project.
Yes and no. What I believe we really first need to start to define is who your ideal client is, because different clients need different things. Therefore, if someone's a generalist, they might need to have many, many different packages. However, none of them is really their sweet spot because they're trying to be all things to all people. That is exactly why it's the first step, is figuring out who their people are. It could be an industry or it could be a personality type. If we're talking about accounting professionals, definitely focusing on an industry makes it a lot easier because there's different ways to approach accounting depending on the business that your client is in. But let's say we know that. We also know the outcome that they are delivering to their clients, and then we're going to go ahead and bundle it. What we want to do is recognize that their clients aren't buying their time. Their clients, even the clock watchers, don't really care about time. It's just that culturally they've been trained to ask what's your hourly rate. And also accounting professionals have been trained as employees to clock in and clock out for their services. That's not really the highest value. All their clients want to know is, can you deliver on your promises and can I trust you to do that? That's really what they primarily want to do, and the faster the better. So what we look at doing is actually bundling their services together of what they need to do to help their clients have their financials in order or whatever that might be that they're hiring them for. And then we price it according to what the client values instead of what they value as the practitioner. And that is really the key piece, is stepping into your client's shoes to understand how they view the value of what you offer instead of looking at it from where you are.
Our goal at Impact Pricing is to help you become a champion of pricing and value. This will undoubtedly increase your impact at your company. It'll help you get promoted and make your company more profitable. And now we have an unbelievable offer to push you even further down that path. We just released our new Insider program where you get access to all of our current and future courses. If you just take the courses we currently have released, that's over $2,000 in value. The good news is we release courses at a rate faster than one every 2 months. That's faster than anybody's been able to take them, at least so far. You get access to everything for the low price of just $100 per month. That's a small portion of the raise that may come with your next promotion. To make this offer even more irresistible, we offer you your first month for only $5. Try a few courses, see what you learn that's valuable. We are confident you're going to want to stick around. Oh, and did I mention you get access to office hours? 1 hour a week, I get on Zoom and answer questions from our insiders. Considering I charge $1,000 for 1 hour pricing consultation, that makes this a no-brainer. Go to insider.championsofvalue.com to sign up. To take advantage of our special $5 offer, use the promo code INSIDERNOW. This special offer will end at the end of April 2020. Join me and your colleagues as a Champion of Value Insider. I'll see you on the inside. So that's absolutely spot on. That's what value-based pricing is. And so now the question becomes, how do you figure that out? So you've got an accountant in the room. They've done the first 4 steps. They've got their ideal client. They've laid out the package. Here's the package I'm going to go sell my ideal client. I need to charge them.
It's different things for different clients. If you actually look at the essence of value-based pricing, according to Ron Baker, who I know you've had on the show a couple of times, it's not one set price unless you're looking at it from a subscription-based model, which is what Ron Baker is now doing with value pricing 2.0. It's really having what I call a value conversation where you're asking the client great questions and then you're pricing the client, not the service. Therefore, I can't give you a straight answer. But what I can tell you is it's a little bit art and a little bit science. It's probably more art than science, which means that it's really messy and accounting professionals don't like that part.
Yeah. So I got to say that you actually did give me a great answer, because if I were going to answer it, I would have answered at value conversations, but I wanted to hear how you were going to answer it. That was, to me, much more interesting.
So did I get a grade? Was it like an A or a B answer? That is fantastic.
So your ideal client is, first off, someone who's hourly. And secondly, if we're going to niche it further, it's an accountant or someone in that accounting space, because you know that industry really well. You know how to find them. And that's brilliant.
And they know how to find me, which makes it even more brilliant.
So marketing works, doesn't it? Especially when you can focus. When you go on LinkedIn, you are a speaker. What's your speaking client? Who do you speak to?
I speak primarily to accounting professionals, and I will go ahead and speak to audiences where it's entrepreneurs who, once again, charge by the hour, the session, or the project.
Is it usually associations that you find that you're going to speak to, or do big firms bring you in to talk to their employees?
It's more, I'm speaking at conferences that might be focused. For an example, I've spoken at Inbound, which is one of the largest conferences for people that do marketing. I was a speaker there. They have 24,000 people who come to their conference.
Nice.
It was amazing because it was actually a conference of probably 20,000 introverts. I didn't realize that they were all going to be introverts because they work behind their computers. It was very, very interesting.
Even though they're marketing people.
They are, however, they all work behind their computers. So they're doing the back end part of marketing as far as the content creation, the website building, getting the marketing out there onto social media.
Okay, I'm going to make a statement. I've never said these words before. I will bet you most of the world is an introvert.
Maybe.
So, I only say that because I only know a few people that I would say are truly extroverts, where they're just super comfortable. They'd rather be around people than by themselves.
My guess is, let's go back to, we hang around people who are similar to us. For the most part, if you were an event planner, you would think that the world was made up of extroverts.
I hang around with a lot of speakers, and I still don't think they're extroverts. I think most of them are introverts. So
introverts make great speakers. Let's just go there.
Yeah, let's just go there, right? Introverts make great speakers. Absolutely. Awesome. So Loren, what's one piece of pricing advice that you would give our listeners that you think could have a big impact on their business?
What I would say is to understand that pricing is not what you think it is. The majority of professionals, from my research, 57% of the professionals actually underprice their services. If you are trying to price it yourself, you're probably leaving money on the table.
Yeah, I would guess that 57% is low.
Probably. However, from the research that I've been able to find, that's the number that I could find. There's not a lot of real research out there.
Yeah. From what I could tell, it seems like most people aren't confident pricing themselves.
That's true. One of the things that I do with a lot of my clients, because they know that they undervalue themselves, is we'll get on a call together. I will review their packages, maybe if they have a proposal coming in, and we will go ahead and create the packages and actually price it together. Because if it was left up to their own devices, they would base it off of their hourly rate. And that's not really going to help them make more money without having to work harder. Plus, the majority of people, they don't even know how the hourly rate came to be.
I don't know that I know how it came to be either, but.
Well, let me go ahead and fill you in. It came about 100 years ago where there was an attorney, he had to justify his high rates to his clients. He created the hourly rate to be able to put a concept or frame around it. And as a result, it's now something global that people use all over. But if we really understand it, it was made up by an attorney.
Attorneys, you got to love them. Loren, this has been fun. Thank you for your time today. If anyone wants to contact you, how can they do that?
They can go out to my website, which is businesssuccesssolution.com. If they want to have a conversation with me because they took away something from this, they feel that this would help them, I can be reached at businesssuccesssolution.com/let's talk. And I offer a 15-minute consult to see if you're ready to go on the pricing journey and double your income working half the time.
Nice. I think most people should take you up on that because if you're charging by the hour, you're probably not doing it right.
Oh, absolutely. I just found out from one of my clients, something that she was telling me yesterday on a call, something that she used to do for free. She just charged $8,000 for, and the person said yes. Therefore, there's money being left on the table. Let's find it and have you just really earn what you deserve. You make a difference for other people, and you deserve to be well paid for that difference that you make.
I'm going to say something really weird. I enjoy losing deals. I like setting prices so high that someone says, no, I'm not going to buy from you. And I just smile. It's like, okay, good.
Okay, then Mark, let me ask you, what is your close rate? Because I use it as a metric as to whether your prices are high enough or not. How many conversations do you have to have before you have a close?
So I think that's a hard question to answer. An easier question is, once I give a client a proposal, what's my close rate? And I'm probably sitting at about 50%.
Okay. Then either you're attracting really, really well-qualified clients to you and you're filtering out the non-qualified ones before they ever have a conversation with you, or else your rates are too low and we can bump them up a little bit.
Okay, let's see. I don't think anybody would say my rates are too low.
Okay. Well, if you're getting 50% of the people saying yes to you, I'm actually shooting for between 1 to 4 to 1 to 7.
Really?
Yeah.
So 25% to, let's call it 12%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice.
And yeah, it's just a matter of dialing, and there's no right or wrong, but I know that your prices are probably more value-based than most people out there, so kudos to you.
Yeah, and so all my clients, I'm raising rates. Just thought you should know that. I'm just joking.
That makes me happy.
All right, Laura, that was great. Episode 61 in the can. Let's see, my favorite part, the fact that I get to raise rates, that's a really good one. I like that. What was your favorite part? Please let us know in the comments or wherever you downloaded and listened to the podcast. While you're at it, would you please give us a 5-star review? It helps us out immensely. Don't forget, we have a free community where you can read everything that we publish at championsofvalue.com. Go to community.championsofvalue.com. And we recently put together a new insiders program where you could have access to all of our courses, both current and future courses. That's only $100 a month. Wow, that's like a tiny piece of the raise you're going to get with your next promotion. So go to insider.championsofvalue.com to find that. And if you use the promo code INSIDER now, you can have the first month for $5. Come check it out. See if you like it. If you like it, great. It's our job to make you stick. I don't care if you quit after the first month, although you won't once you see the value there. If you have any questions or comments about the podcast or about pricing, feel free to email me, mark@impactpricing.com. Now, go make an impact.